With the drop of Season 3.5, we've got a bunch of new skins to look at, and we've had a lot of skins we haven't had a chance to rank yet. So let's rank out all the skins that have released after the start of Season 3, all the way up until now, the start of Season 3.5. First up here, we've got this Black Panther skin, the Phoenix Panther. And it's an okay skin. I think it could be a lot more exciting, and I feel like they made it a little bit too plain. The shoulders don't really do anything particularly exciting. The boots are kind of boring. I like the red on the claws, but it doesn't have like the flaming flare that we're looking for from these Phoenix skins. And the crown is just kind of boring. Overall, it's kind of a letdown of a skin compared to how amazing of skins Black Panther has for epics. This being an epic skin, it just feels pretty average. So we're going to put this up at C tier. Next up, Widow gets her Phoenix skin here in Phoenix Widow. And this one has just a little bit more going on. I think they added a little bit more style. I like how they did the change to the hood. The shoulder cape is really nice. Little booty wings. Flaming boobs is a thing and a choice. I like the glasses kind of visor thing that's going on here. Overall, it's a pretty cool skin. It's, again, not one that has super excited. I feel like there's a lot they could have done here to make it more exciting instead of just being needlessly revealing. But it did a better job than the other one. So I'm going to B tier this one. It's just a little bit better enough. This one was just a little bit too boring. This one has enough extra flakes and bits in it for it to be epic worthy, but it's just not really shining. Of course, this season brings us Blade. So let's take a look at Blade's starter skin. I really like a lot of the details in this. The short sleeve trench coat look is really great. I love that he has his like vampire killing stakes strapped onto him. The belt is a really cool touch. And then all his little like knee pads and stuff is great. It really gives me that kind of 90s-y feel. And I'm loving it. The boots are cool. His shades look great. Zooming in there. Oh, the sword pose looks really nice. They did a really good job with the sword in general. Lots of cool details throughout it. It's got some flair and design throughout. Dracula's sword on his back and his shotgun pistol thing going on. Overall, across the board, I'm pretty happy with this. This is a pretty great base skin for Blade. I have no complaints, no notes, except he doesn't have a sheath for this sword. This sword doesn't have a sheath, and he just has to hold it all the time, and that's kind of weird. For me, I think I would say this is a solid. I'm gonna S tier it. Like I can overlook the fact that it doesn't have a sheath, and I think this is a really cool base skin. He's got this Daybreak Recolor skin, which gives you white, yellow, and purple, a completely different flair and feel compared to the original. The sword is now like a golden sword. The gun kind of looks weird in this color setup. I love the glasses. They look super sick. The color combos, although a little bit odd, are really nice. I really like how it comes together here. And I think they did, again, a pretty decent job. It's not epic worthy, so I can't put it up into the S tiers of the rare skin ranks, but I would say this is a solid B tier rare skin. Now, Blade gets a ranked reward skin this season, his Emerald Blade skin. This is going to be for if you manage to get gold or higher in Season 3.5, you're going to get this Emerald skin. It's a mess. It's a very arcadey feel, and I kind of like a little bit of the details about that. I think it looks very out there and very in your face, and again, it's giving me a kind of a 90s-y feel. You know, this feels like something that would show up in the 90s, but it's really a mess of a skin. I don't think it's one that has anybody stoked, and I think this is kind of the problem with the ranked season right now. Not a lot of people are excited for this season's skins, so the competitive doesn't have as much of the player base really pushing into it. I would say this is an average rare skin, and average means C tier. So we're going to C tier that one. I'm fine with that. He's got this sick new Polarity Edge legendary skin. And the Polarity line takes a combination of symbiotic design combined with Phoenix flaming power to create a very interesting dual-toned skin setup. So after that select animation, we can take a look here, and it is really sick. I like a lot of the details throughout this. This like angel shoulder thing, giving him a hug. the Phoenix Force powering him up, and then the corrupted side with all of its symbiotic influences, the sword, the gun, the other sword, everything has the feel all throughout it. I think they did a fantastic job. The flaming eye I love. I like that he has different earrings. Every little detail about this skin is pretty frickin' fire. I love the feeling of the moving symbiotic side, and then just that golden knight feel and design. He looks confident and cool, and I love it. Did not expect it, never would have thought of it, but I'm gonna S tier it. I really like that skin. Hela also gets a legendary skin here in Queen in Black. This is her null empowered skin that gives her all sorts of null influence and is looking very bombastic, one might say. The scorpion chest decal is pretty tight. I like the limbs gripping around her body all the way into the spine on the back. It's a really cool setup. The hair looks really great. She's got this extremely mischievous look. Null's symbol on her forehead, on the floaty thing on her back, all throughout, details throughout her. Really well done. They made the cape completely see-through, which is a cool kind of touch, and I didn't think that would be something that they would be able to do. But it looks sick. The sword, her dagger sword, is also looking sick. I like a lot of this. Again, it feels like one that it could have been done a little bit better to not just be, you know, needlessly revealing, or not necessarily revealing. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Accentuating. But a lot of people are excited about this one. I think it looks pretty cool. This is a rad skin. I would almost want something like this to have been, you know, the ranked reward, as we were talking about them not being as exciting. This one is a super sick skin. For a legendary skin, it's not the best Hela skin we'll ever see, I don't think. I hope not. So I like it a lot. It's really cool. Let's pop it into the A tier. Legendary skins have to be a step above to get any higher than that. And this one I'm feeling is pretty A tier. I've been lenient with legendary skins in the past, and I'm getting stricter as we do these. So once we go back at year one and go and look back at all of the skins, I think a lot of the ones that I S-tiered are not going to be S-tier anymore. Fantastic Four First Steps dropped since the start of that season, so we got all the First Steps skins. Here is Human Torch right now. It's an okay skin. I think the white and blue comes out through the flames a little bit too much. I would like it to be a little bit more flame intensity, so it gives more of that feel that the character had throughout the movies and whatnot. I know they can't really nail that. When you're in the shift mode, it looks a little bit better, but it's not quite landing there. I think the white and blue just comes off a little bit weird. Overall, the suit itself is a little bit basic. It's a little bit basic. It is like right out of the movies, though, so you got to give them credits for that. It is supposed to be a reference to there, and I think a lot of people are going to be picking this one up because that movie was great, and this is a really cool look at the Fantastic Four outfit. For an epic skin, again, I would say this is kind of B-tier epic-y. It almost feels like one of those recolor skins that's a little bit better than a recolor, more than it feels like an epic skin. Now, as I say that, the Invisible Woman one comes along, and I like it more. They changed the hairdo a little bit, and I don't know, this skin I like a lot. I like how different it is from the base one. It gives a different feel. The hair changes really got it for me. I really like this hairstyle, and this is going to be a little bit more biased on myself. It's not too different. It's not significantly different from the base. I probably have to say pretty similarly, this could almost be a rare skin, just kind of recolory. I like the hair change, and that's all I got going for it. And as much as I'd like to rank it higher, I don't think I could justify it because of what I said in the previous one. It's a fine skin. Loki. Wow, it really just stares you right in the face there, doesn't it? Loki's getting his summer bod on and not afraid to show it off. He's got his robe of relaxation skin here, and he looks like he is having a great old time. I like a lot of the details throughout the skin. There's a lot of really cool stuff. He's got the crocodile Loki around the neck, the little pin, the Loki sandals are a fantastic touch. I like his scepter change. The scepter looks really good in this. Again, it's that crocodile Loki scepter. Lots of details throughout this are fantastic. I can't believe they got away with making this a skin in a game. I like it. I like it a lot. It just feels right, you know? It just feels right. The rose tinted goggles as well. Just a stellar touch. Stellar touch, A tier skin. Now, I've seen the skin popularity ratios, and people are loving this skin a lot. And it's not as much for me as it is for other people. It's a kind of cool swimsuit. It feels very impractical. I don't know what really is going on with this setup. It's kind of weird. The icy legs, I'm not loving. I don't know why. Feels weird. Feels weird. I guess it has to give her that on her toes, because that's what the base model has going on, and you can't really change away from that. But I wasn't in love with the skin as other people are, and this is a legendary skin. And again, I just didn't get the legendary feel out of what we got out of this. It's a fine summer skin. It would probably be a B tier summer skin, but for a legendary skin, this isn't legendary. I'm gonna have a hard time putting it. I would say legendary wise, this feels kind of CE. It feels CE to me for legendary. Mr. Fantastic gets his First Steps costume, and this one is probably the one that I like the least out of it. It doesn't have the white collar like the other ones do, and I think it loses kind of the flair from that. They also completely changed how his face looks, but they didn't make him look like the actor. I don't know what they were going for here. I would say it's the worst of these skins. I would say it's the worst of the First Step skins, and I am going to C tier it. Just because I feel like it has to be lower than the other ones. I should have looked at this last time in the Season 3 one, but we'll look at it today. This is the Emerald Phoenix, which there's not even emerald here. This is much more teal or turquoise Phoenix. This is the gold rank reward for finishing gold in Season 3. It's probably one of the worst gold reward skins we've gotten. It's fine. It's not different enough from the base skin. It's kind of boring. It does have like the Phoenix symbol on the back, but this one just didn't do it. This one just did not do it. Very similar to the Blade skin. I think this is just an average recolor. Nothing exciting. Psylocke also got a legendary summer skin. And as much as I absolutely love this skin myself, following my same rules, this isn't legendary. It's a really nice summer skin. I really love the swimsuit. It's a legitimate outfit. Unlike what I felt like Luna's was, which kind of felt weird and disjointed swimsuit. This one is a legitimate one I think you would see somebody wear. Like, it's got the cover on the top, a very simple design. Overall, it's a nice swimsuit. A lot of people would be stoked for this. It's not legendary. It's not that exciting. I can't get legendary level stoked for just a swimsuit on Psylocke. It might just be me, but for me, this thing is very similar. I think it's better than, but not better than enough to call it a B tier skin. For a legendary skin, I would C tier this. The Thing has managed to pick up 2 new skins this season. First up is Symbiotic Thing, which looks absolutely sick. This skin is amazing. I love the clawed shoulders. I love how different it feels from a Thing. This is one of the first Thing skins that I'm like, oh man, this would actually make me feel excited playing the character, where a bunch of the other skins have just been like, okay, that's a different thing. You know, just slightly different. This one's sick. I love the tongue. I love the details. They did a really great job with it across the board. One of the best Thing skins. He got 3 skins. He got 3 skins. This one's really cool. I don't think it's legendary level, so I'm going to A tier it, but really, really cool skin. Next up is the look at his First Steps outfit. It's probably one of the better First Steps outfits. It feels different. It's significantly different than his base skin, which is nice. Where kind of all the other ones don't have one that's different than their base skin. This one gives you a unique kind of Thing design with a fully covered up like spacesuit style outfit. It's just a little step up from the other ones. A first step, one might say. For a Thing skin, it actually makes him feel different. It's not A tier, though. B tiering it. B tiering it along with the others. And then we got the skin that every lady dreams of. We got Thong Thing in his swimsuit. This is his summer swimsuit outfit. It's a cute little thing skin. I love that he has a lei around his shoulders to make it feel a little bit different, so it's just not him with a very simple bathing suit on. To give it a slight bit of flair, everybody's excited to be jumping around as this poorly clothed pile of rocks, and it's a fun skin. Most rocky thing skin. It's not an A tier skin, it's B tier. And Thor picks himself up a epic skin here in the summertime skin. This one I like a lot. There's a lot of cool details all throughout this. I love his little like brother pack with little Loki inside it. Is adorable. Oh, it's Loki and Hela. So he's got his little sister and brother in his little pack. That's super cute. He's got the Frog Thor hammer. It's like slightly see-through, so it's like a candy stick or something. I don't know. It's wild. Lots of things going on in this skin. It's a very, very unique Thor skin. It feels really great. I love it a lot. This one, I say like swimsuit skins can't be legendary. This one feels like it almost could have been. And I'm going to S tier this because I think it is deserving almost of a legendary title here on this setup with some cool sound effects and a little bit of slightly changed details throughout his kit. I think this one really could have shone. I like it a lot, and it has me excited. So those are the skins that came out since Season 3 launched up to now with the launch of Season 3.5. Let me know what you think of my opinions. If you want to make your own tier list using this tier list setup, I have the link to the actual template in the description below, and you can make your own version of the tier list and tell me where I was wrong. I'd love to see you. Tag me in your video. I'm Zesty Fresh, this is Ozzy Games, and we'll catch you guys next time.